Hi there, Food Network Canada. It's Matt Kershaw again. Pretty excited to be working with you so far, and I'm hoping this last little video can put us over the top. It sounds like we want to see more of everyone else that's going to be helping when we do the actual opening of the restaurant. I mean, who are the cooks? Tell me about my family, and this is what I've been told by Heidi. So I know Heidi's gone now. I'm working with you guys, and I hope you like what you see. Put some footage together. You've got my brother, who's my partner.
Well, Matthew definitely needs a lot of help. He's been spoiled very much at the Hamilton Golf and Country Club, and for you that don't know,
and at his mommy's house.
And he also lives at mom and dad's house still. He needs a lot of direction. But getting back to Hamilton Golf and Country Club, it's always rated in the top 3 golf courses in Canada, and hence the snottiness. So Matthew needs to be brought back down a peg or two, shall we say. And yeah, he needs a lot of direction. I'm there to help him out financially, and I'll be bumbling around at the beginning just to make sure things are in the straight and narrow, but I won't be there every day. I won't be there every minute, and Matthew has big hands and they need held.
Best and worst case scenario.
Best case scenario, obviously, it's a thriving success, and you might be able to move on and open up 1 or 2 more, which I think is in your vision. Worst case scenario, yeah, we have a few bottles of wine to polish off the inventory and close it up.
Great guy. We trust each other implicitly. He's a lot more, I'm going to say, serious than me. But he's a good guy, real good guy. He's got my back. I'm very happy working with him more than anyone else on the planet. A lot of the reason my brother and I are in this business all together is because my dad just had his 80th birthday. He's an old bastard. He's a good guy. Drinks a little too much wine, you might say. But he's the main reason we're here. He's so excited about this opportunity. He can't wait to see what's going to happen with it. He's an interesting fellow, an academic, a little eccentric. He'll probably be good TV, actually.
I think all of my sons, because of me and my love of food, almost automatically got interested, and Matthew became very seriously interested, and we made sure he had professional training, and I'm absolutely delighted that now at last he's, after a great experience in Europe, Toronto, some of the top restaurants there, and then with the local golf club in Ancaster, he's got this wonderful background experience, and now he's going to do his own thing. And I think this is just absolutely splendid.
As far as staffing goes, I've got some people organized. I mean, we've got a month to go beforehand, so there was going to be some other people that I don't know yet. But people I know that we're going to have, we've got Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson, he's been on the Food Network a couple times, I think. He's a little bit of a whore. I can't remember what he's appeared on. He's met David Adgie a couple times, I know that much. He's a cutesy little guy. Girls dig him, guys tolerate him. Has anyone ever told you, okay, this is my opinion, like if I made you do a lot more drugs, sent you through a war, and aged you about 10 years, you kind of look like David Adgie?
I've been told that before, and it's funny because I've been told that by people a lot closer to David Adgie than yourself, like not people who have been on TV with him. I was told quite often by a lady friend that was common to the two of us that I could have looked like David if I had, as you said, been through a war and a ringer and lots of dirty services. So, but yeah, I used to work for David for a short period. When we opened a restaurant together, I was a waiter, and of course he was the executive chef. And my favorite Dave Adgie story is seeing him on a semi-regular basis after like a long week of busy nights at after hours in the most dirty parts of Toronto, and he always somehow managed to be the only guy in the room who had a bottle of champagne with him. Planning on working at the Alex. I'm hoping to be working at the Alex. Matthew and I have known each other for, I don't know, what's about a decade now?
Yeah.
And we've been looking to be on a project together at some point, and as always happens when you're looking to do these things, timing never seems to work out. So I'm hoping that our paths can cross, star-crossed lovers, if you will. And I'm looking for good things because I've been a fan of Matt's cuisine for a long time, and I'm also looking very forward to seeing it in more of a restaurant-based kind of arena as opposed to what I've been used to and what he's been used to at the golf course for the last 4 or 5 years. So it should be a really interesting step, but I'm hoping to take it with him and see where it goes. It's a really interesting venture, and from what I've heard of his menu concepts, I think it could have a lot of wings, and I hope all the best for him that it flies.
We've also got Gerald Houston. Gerald's a hilarious guy. He's a cartoonist at heart. He's a waiter because he has to be, but he's a really good one. He's the sort of person everyone likes. I'm really looking forward to spending a lot more time with him, working with him regularly.
Yeah.
He's a real human being.
Touch me,
Yes.
please.
Why would you go work with the Alex?
Because it's a cross between upscale dining and casual dining. It's that hip crowd there. Where do you go? You don't go to the chains. You don't want to give your money to those kind of people. It's all corporate and congested, and you don't feel right, but you don't necessarily have the pocket to go to the high-end place. So you go to the Alex. It's my kind of people. You know?
Yeah. What do you think of Food Network Canada? You watch their stuff at all?
I've seen a few episodes. I can't say I'm a regular to it. Basically, maybe if I had a friend or something that was having a show on there, I'd watch it, to be honest. Hey, come on.
You know Matt decently well. You worked with him for a little bit.
We did at the Golf and Country Club, yeah. Where he was the head chef. Yeah.
What would you be worried about for him opening his own business?
The fact that it's his business, you know. The Golf and Country Club was owned by the members. There was somebody above him. He always had a safety net kind of thing. So I'm thinking maybe if Matt was to go out on his own, what does he know about like food costs and organizing staff, ordering food, keeping things going, you know? The logistics of the business, I would say, is, I mean, how many businesses fail within the first 5 years? Especially restaurants. I mean, that's the big, I mean, try and get a loan from a bank for a restaurant. They'll just laugh at you because the majority of them just fail. So my concern is that Matt hasn't looked at everything or done enough of the whole business side of it to know that he can go out and do this himself. I wish him the best, and I'm going to support him in any way I can, but I want to make sure that he's got, you know, his I's dotted and his T's crossed.
In the kitchen, I've got John Mullet. He's got an appropriate last name when you see his hair. Solid guy, big personality.
Hey, I'm John Mullet. I've chosen to help Matt open his new restaurant, The Alex, and I've worked with Matt for 2 seasons now at the Hamilton Golf and Country Club, and I've learned an incredible amount of things from him. He's very well traveled and very talented, skilled chef. I think this will be awesome. He can finally move out of his parents' house and you know, spread his wings, get out there. I'm really excited for him to get his own restaurant and move on from the course and the cushy environment he was in and back into a real restaurant where money matters and you can't just, you know, order a jar of caviar and use a handful of it and then let the rest go off in the fridge. Or, yeah, there'll just be a lot more conscientious cooking going on. I think it'll be really interesting for everybody, especially, you know, him and myself coming from the club where no one even talks about food costs. So it'll be really interesting to see how things pan out, especially the first little while. Also, the kitchen is so intimate. He's definitely going to need some help planning a menu that makes sense for the space he has. You know, he's got a great sample menu written up, but who knows if he can execute it in the space that he's given. The guy doesn't even have a walk-in fridge. Also, I'm there to monitor his bacon intake because he eats more bacon than anybody I know. This is a man who came up with something called bacon jam. No lie, bacon jam. It's delicious. But we're all really concerned about how much pork he eats, and I think I'll be there to keep his head on his shoulders for him and just make sure he doesn't eat too much pork. Also, I think he's sleeping with my girlfriend and fathered my firstborn. But after my trip to the Maury Povich show coming up soon, I hope we can put this whole unpleasantness behind us. Good luck, Matt.
Yeah. The only reason I hired him is because he's funny, to be honest. He's not even that good of a cook. He's just damn funny. And that's mostly what I'm looking forward to. So this is the crew that you're going to see. And there will be other people. I just don't know who they are yet. So I hope you give us a chance with the opener on the Food Network Canada. That'd be awesome. Thanks.